It's kinda dark out. I do think that fight of the light, fight of the light. This is a rough draft, but fuck it, the timing was right.
And you know what the gold is for, right? Conductor.
Just said gold inlaid. Yes. That means these lines you're seeing here, all through the crystal, are being gold. Yeah, you can take this motherfucker right here, point it at a nigga, and blast that motherfucker to the other side of the goddamn planet. Facts. I just want y'all to stop thinking about physical things. Stop thinking that we're physical beings. Stop thinking about swords and sword fighting and hitting. We are energy. We are spirit. And they don't want us to know that. They want us thinking physical. These things were not built for physical. This is pure gold. This was built to project energy. This is called a Vajra. This is a Vajra. This is also made to project energy. I ain't playing, man. I ain't playing. We gonna figure this shit out. But what these people gonna do is they gonna stop fucking lying to us, man. Because I got these motherfucking keys and I'm unlocking this motherfucker. Because ain't no way a motherfucker was seeing out of this motherfucker right here when the goddamn vent is damn near at the top of the goddamn forehead. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me, man. And just to put things together in your head so that you can understand on a full level what I'm trying to tell you, these are energy weapons. And we had access to the ether. It was free energy and it was everywhere. Just like you see that guy, right? In the fact, look, Nicholas, you see this right here? What you're looking at right here, what this is doing, right? It's what every last single one of these motherfuckers did. Are y'all keeping up with me? Are y'all keeping up with me? That's why they had to turn all these motherfuckers the fuck off. That's why they shut them down. Because these are harnessing energy just like this. That's what those are doing. And if you got these all over the place harnessing energy, I can take my joint, I can walk up right to here with my sword, with my hilt covered in my metal, and go just like this, conduct energy, and throw that shit right at you. Because I got access to these Faraday cages all over the fucking place. So that's how they was doing that shit. They ain't need 9mm. They had motherfucking energy projectors. Come on, man. That's what these motherfuckers was for. But when the mind is blind, the eyes can't see. Until now. Peace to God.
I ain't
Again,
going, y'all.
A knight is wearing this. And he can't see. That's the front of his mask. We're going to do a lot of critical thinking here in this video. Take a look at that. This right here is a conductive cage. That's what this is. Because they were conducting energy and projecting energy and using these as Faraday cages. Let me show you. Pay attention. He's got a cage on his head, metal cage. This is just like those ether collecting antennas. This has collected ether. Now he's using a sword to extract and harness the energy. Look, that's how they used swords. This is why knights are covered in metal. Look, these weapons weren't used the way you think they were used. That's crystal. Crystal.
Right. Where you think they get the lifesavers from like Star Wars and stuff like that? Think about it, y'all.
These items are made for electricity. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how thin these are. This is for energy projection. This is a conducting suit with an antenna on the top.
Look at the thing that was on top.
So these suits combined with the ether antennas, and you get an energy projection weapon. We just never wanted that.
Hey man, don't be at the crib, man. Like I don't want to hear no. Hey, blew up your crib. Don't do it, y'all.
Ask no question why this guy was clad in metal from top to bottom, covering up everything. Until now. Let's take a look, shall we? Silicone is a key mineral found in hair, undoubtedly contributed to its antenna ability. Crystals have the power to receive and transmit energy waves. Let's take a look at these weapons. Let me ask you a question. It's the medieval times. This guy is covered in heavy metal, right? What are you doing with your crystal-hilted sword? Why would you have a blunt end that is used in battle to bash a dude in the head? This dude's wearing heavy metal. Why would you make it out of crystal glass? Why would you make the hilt out of crystal glass unless it's not a physical sword, but made to harness and project energy? Remember, y'all, they do not want us thinking about free energy or spirit. They want us stuck in the physical realm. That's why you don't know about this information. Let's go a little bit further. Let's just take a look, because we're critical thinking now. Let's take a look. Do those look like those are penetrating anybody's armor? No. Does that look like a slashing device No. Actually, what does it look like? It looks like the top of all the cathedrals. Does it not? It looks like it harnesses energy. Does it not? Look at this. Notice the gloves are also metal. Why would your gloves be solid metal? Unless you still wanted to be able to conduct energy through your weapon. Why would you design a hilt of this magnitude when anybody that understands energy knows, look at that. That's an energy amplifier. That's why it's spiraling and doing all the rounded. Look at this. Look at this right here. It comes out, goes up, comes back down, comes back, goes down that way. This is for energy. Look at how thin that is.
And you know what though? I like the way that he is like breaking this down, because sometimes it's needed for you to take things a little bit slower and actually like start to see what's really going on, to see it from a different perspective. Because looking from the outside in, you look, oh, that's a sword. Woo, 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 woo. They use it.
Or not.
So a fireball at you. That's what's gonna happen.
When I saw this the first time, I thought to myself, man, that's a silly idea to make a sword like that out of crystal. This is a crystal sword with a crystal hilt. And like at first glance, you'll look and it don't look like much, but look at that. It's crystal, which I just showed you is made to harness and project energy. Look closely at the intricate placement. Look at the balance of that. Look at the spacing, gapping. Anybody that knows anything about spark plugs, energy, firing, everything needs to be gapped just right. Look at all these little holes and intricate sequences. This is for energy. Look at how beautifully woven that is. If that guy was doing what he was doing with the Faraday cage with just a piece of metal, could you fucking imagine what this motherfucker made on? Just in case you guys were wondering what that was, it's a crystal hilt Chinese bronze sword studded with turquoise and gold inlay.